So I just got my hair cut, and I'm on my way to the supermarket. So I've shown you the local market, and now I'm gonna go to where you have to go if you want to get like foreign stuff or more like industrial kind of packaging. So I have to take the bus. Probably can't hear me, but I just missed like 2 or 3 buses as I was walking up. They were pulling out. So I have arrived at Carrefour. So I'm actually about to go in Carrefour, and this is the parking lot. Let's go see what they got. So every time I come in here, there are a bunch of old people just sitting there, and they pretty much just sit there and watch people all day. So you may have thought we had arrived since we came all the way down the escalator thing, but nope. Actually here, there's a place where you're supposed to put your bags, but since I'm a foreigner, they usually don't say anything about my bag, so let's go. Alright, so finally at the entrance, there's a security guard checking bags and stuff. And one thing that's different is to get a cart, you actually have to put, it's like a kind of a deposit. 1 yuan. Oh, this one's not working. It's kind of like a deposit. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. Actually, both of the back wheels on this one are messed up, so have to get another one. So, kind of just like Walmart, you have like electronics, TVs and stuff, and their small garden center. And then they have some clothes and like bed linens and stuff like that, and we'll see what else they have. So like most stores, most big shops have blenders, we got juicers, actually have some, these are actually kind of like teapots to heat up water. And of course, we're in China, you have to have a rice cooker. And we have a wide selection. There's actually another cheaper selection on another aisle. So like normal, you got your drinks and sodas, but what's different, a little bit different, is all of the different kinds of rice. So we got tons and tons of noodles. We got kind of the ramen kind that you have to cook a little bit. And then these actually you just put like boiling hot water in, let it sit for like a minute, and it's good to go. They actually have a lot of stuff that foreigners would find useful. Like for instance, we got some peaches back here, and I'm gonna make a peach cobbler with all this. But one thing that is not common in the West is the gobs and gobs of soy sauce. This entire aisle is soy sauce. There's like some fish sauce or something in there too, but most of it's just different kinds of soy sauce. So this is the kind of like the imported foreign food section. And this is pretty much it. One aisle. One good thing though is that you can find almost anything they actually started selling, well, not started, they sold it, 5 years ago when I was first moved to China, but they have American style bacon. If you go to the butcher and ask for bacon, they're going to give you just the cut of meat. It's not going to be actual American, like, smoked bacon. Alright, so you can see here, you can actually see it's American style bacon. And this is just the bacon of Shuanghui. And you can actually see the difference just in the picture of what the bacon's gonna look like after you cook it. Very, very different taste, very different product. Still the same cut of meat though. And I had to find that out the hard way. So this lady actually got in my shot, but this is where all the cheese is. This section here. A lot of it's kind of like processed cheese, but then this entire aisle is dairy. And a lot of this looks like milk, but it's actually yogurt. They really like yogurt. So this is pretty much all they have in their frozen food section, is a bunch of steamed buns stuffed with a variety of different things. And then on this side they have basically just a bunch of jiaozi or dumplings. They also have like frozen shrimp down at the end, a little bit of ice cream and just kind of like frozen fruit kind of stuff. And then this tiny section down here for frozen vegetables. One thing they do have a lot of though is stuff for hot pot. People in Suzhou love their hot pot. And you thought that was all the rice. There's actually another aisle on the other side of this. All this rice. And then over there is some flour and lots of oil. Lots of cooking oil. The Chinese will try to tell you that their food doesn't have that much oil, but why would you need all this? So here's the butchery. You can see there, this is all pork. And then you can just see by the amount of beef selection that they have. That's it. And these are all different cuts. To tell you what kind of beef they have. But what I like is the Chinese sausage. There's tons of different kinds. The kind I like is this one. This one here. This one's kind of sweet. Really good. Good for like stir-fried rice. And then they have other dried things, like down here is like baby shrimp. Very popular. And also dried whole chickens. Whole dried chickens. So like any supermarket worth their salt, they're gonna have some frozen fish, some other frozen seafood, and then they're gonna have some live seafood. Like bullfrog and turtle. Oh, that's its butt. Is it his butt? Or it just has no head? I don't know. Oh, there's some baby turtles. These are not for pets. Lots of fresh fish. Oh, there's some catfish in there, it looks like. Those are delicious. Hanging out with some crab. So I don't know if you can hear me over this fan here, but what I find kind of cool is they have like fresh jiaozi. It's almost like a small market. And another thing that I think is really cool is that you can eat in Carrefour. You can actually have them prepare. They have like food that's already cooked, as well as tons of different kinds of food, and all this stuff. All this is so you can have it stir-fried and get some fresh stir-fried rice or noodles or whatever you want. So, like any normal supermarket, you have all your vegetables, you got your fruits back there, and over there you got like seeds. Here we have like dried mushrooms, some noodles, and here we have dried fruits. There's like raisins and other kinds of dried fruits over here. Then we got some nuts over here. And what I think is really cool is the fresh bakery. They have all kinds of different breads. And they have European bread. Hold on, let's go over here. Oh. So they have European bread, but it looks like all they have is golden Danish, whatever that means. Then they have Chinese bread and classic toast, so just sliced bread. And then premium toast, which is the good stuff. And this here, this actually says toast. This is not toast. It's just a loaf of bread, but my wife likes eating this one for breakfast, so I'm going to get one of these. Pretty cheap, 4.5 yuan, it's less than $1. And then over here we have like croissants, kind of some sweets, and we got some donuts. So there you see, there's a bunch of people waiting in line. But they do have a kind of self-checkout. I'll make a video about it one day. So that's it. My shopping experience at Carrefour and the big supermarket. There's actually a bigger one down the road called Aoshan, but they don't have the selection that I like, so I usually go to Carrefour. Anyway, see you guys next time.